Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here. I'm back with another video for you, and today I have this vast array of items that you see, which is my haul from New York Comic Con. And there's a lot of stuff, so we're gonna get right into it. The first two items are things I didn't actually get at Comic Con. It was something I ordered, and they came while I was at Comic Con, so I thought I'd show you. It was a little order from MattyCollectors.com. I picked up the He-Man and the Skeletor figures. What's the hero without the villain? So we got all kinds of cool stuff. I got the official New York Comic Con T-shirt and a hat. I bought those. Of course, we'll start with these things. These like little. This one booth that always has these like little plushies, and they've done Star Wars and Marvel characters. I got some of these in previous years. I got Wolverine. I got this little Millennium Falcon here. And this year they started with the Masters of the Universe ones. So again, He-Man. Got the little power sword there, I like that. And you got the Skeletor. So these are kind of neat. I don't know, something about these I just really like. And of course, it's Comic-Con. Gotta get some comic books. And I got a bunch here. Lots of G.I. Joe. It's mostly G.I. Joe. There's a couple that aren't. And, you know, I'm not going to go through every issue, but you see here. Various issues, various prices. This one table, it was good. Most of these came from one various table. And they were, all the comics were half off. So like this was 30, I got it for 15. This one was 20, got it for 10, so on and so forth. You know, you see. Got another issue of Smallville that I've been searching for. I got number 8, and I still need number 7. I cannot find that issue. So there's some more G.I. Joe. I got this. This is a crossover comic that I'd heard about. That I'd never actually seen. And it's done is a DC Comics, and is where Superman fights He-Man. And apparently this is the first comic appearance of He-Man. You know, he's Superman. Why he's on Eternia, I don't know. Looks like apparently Skeletor is controlling Superman, and that's why they're fighting. I'll have to read it to find out. And this, I haggled the guy down. This was $100. I haggled him down to $50. I was just kind of like, I don't know, kind of like, he really wanted to make the sale. Like, oh, maybe 75, maybe 65. And he says, okay, 50. Finally, you know. And let's see. I got this here. Last year there was this artist, you know, Comic-Con has all kinds of kind of amateur, or, well, they're professional artists, but they, you know, they're there to try and promote their artwork and try and get things sold. And he had this one print. I got a couple last year. That I showed, and this I thought was really cool. You have Cyclops, and he's blasting Wolverine through a couple of trees there, and I just really like that. You know, Cyclops is my favorite X-Men, so you know, you Wolverine fans may not like this, but well, I just thought it looked really cool. Then I got this print. This is a girl named Jessica Negri, who is a cosplayer. And she's a professional cosplayer. You know, so she gets paid to dress up, and she makes appearances and things like that. So she has these various prints of some of her costumes, and she sells them there, and she signs them. And they're, you know, only $20. And she's really cool, and you know, so I got that. On to how about the autographs? Got a couple autographs. I met Jason David Frank there, who he was the Green Ranger, among other Rangers, in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Played Tommy Oliver, and just a great guy. Really, just a lot of energy. Just really cool. Really took the time with everyone and took pictures and everything else. And in fact, he stayed late that day. The con ended at 7. He stayed to 8 o'clock. To make sure that he got to everyone, because he had this huge line. But that was really cool. Another thing is a childhood hero of mine is Hulk Hogan. I grew up in the 80s, loved wrestling. I still love wrestling. So I got to meet him. This 8x10 was included, but I had him sign this, my Hulk Hogan bandana. And that's, I thought it was really cool to have him sign this. I'll have to do something, put this in some kind of like frame or whatever. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but we'll do something with it. Then we'll go on to, before I get on to the figures, I want to show you this book I bought. So, I got this book called Batmobile, The Complete History. And it's basically like a big picture book, and there's other things, there's things to read in there. But it goes through, it's got pictures of all the various Batmobiles over time, from comics and the movies, and lots of great artwork. The old 60s TV show, the Tim Burton films, and so forth. Of course, the more recent Batman trilogy, excuse me. So, of course, the classic 60s Batmobile. And I just thought this book was really cool. And this was also on sale. It was $35, and then it was 30% off. So I came to, I think it was $25. Okay. Then I got some action figures. I'm gonna start with one more autograph. It falls under action figures as well. I met Anthony Daniels, and I had him sign my vintage collection C-3PO figure. Yeah. And now there's a show called, some of you may have heard of the show called The Toy Hunter. This guy, Jordan Hembrough, and he is a toy dealer, and he's been dealing with vintage toys, and he sells stuff. And one thing I was trying to find is I wanted to get a couple vintage pieces. And I picked up a couple. I got this figure carded. It's the old Cloud Car Pilot. He had a lot of other figures, but they were like graded figures, which makes them expensive. And these are the ungraded ones, so they're a little closer to my price range. So that's cool. And then I got the Creature Cantina playset, and the box is really good. There's some wear to it, but you have this tear from the tape, and the kid who had this cut out the proof of purchase. So, but it wasn't bad. I still enjoyed the piece inside. It's complete. All the pieces are there. They're in really good shape. The backdrop and the door frame, which is broken a lot of times. And I may do a separate video on this, sort of showcasing it a little more. I'm not going to bother taking it out right now. But now we'll definitely go on to the action figures. I picked this up. I got a Darth Malgus on the card. This particular guy had 4 of these, all marked at $25. And see, there's a little kind of a bend there. So it's not the greatest card, but I figured for $25 it'd be cool to have one carded, especially since you guys know how tough this guy is to find online. I picked up a couple more of these figures from the Iron Man 2 movie series. Got the Mark 1 and then the Mark 2, kind of add to my Hall of Armor, as you will. I picked up this Two-Face figure from The Dark Knight, which I thought looked really cool. This was a Toys R Us exclusive, apparently. Okay. Just really, really cool. And it got a bunch of Marvel Universe figures. Got a couple more figures to add to my Avengers. Got a Black Widow. And I got Yellow Jacket. And it comes with little Ant-Man. Some of the prices, I haggled a little bit and got things a little lower, so I didn't quite pay some of the prices you see there. My favorite X-Men, of course, is Cyclops. I got was able to find one of him at a decent price, and I also picked up Colossus. Still a few more X-Men I want to try and get a figure of. Rogue, Gambit, Iceman. Iceman I hear is pretty expensive. He's kind of hard to get. What else? Went through the artwork. Okay, we're gonna go to, I guess the last thing is this, the Kotobukiya booth, and I bought this. This is Darth Vader ice cube tray, and you could make cubes of ice in Darth Vader's head, and they had different ones with like some of the various ships and whatnot, and I just thought this was kind of neat and fun. It was just kind of like $10. I thought it was kind of a fun thing. One thing that I got was one of the Comic-Con exclusives. This is a Kotobukiya statue. This is R2Q5. It comes with this little coin. And again, maybe I'll do a separate video to give you like a little closer look at it. But here you see the side of the box. And there's a little bio on the back here. It basically explains that this is basically the Emperor's personal R2 unit. And he has like an extra leg, so you could have him in the two-legged pose or the three-legged pose, however you wish. So, and I wasn't sure if I was going to show you this because it's sort of like a little bit of a tease. Because I'll explain that what I mean in a moment here. So I got two of them. I bought two. Now I haven't done a giveaway in a little while. I missed my 400 subs, and I didn't do one. I didn't realize I had hit 400 subs. So I was thinking I pick up two of these, so that my next time I do a giveaway, it'll be for 500 subs, and this is going to be the prize this year. So whenever that happens, and I thought this was a really cool little piece. I think it's a neat prize to give. So again as a little bit of a tease to, we'll see what happens. So whenever I hit 500 subs, I'll do my next giveaway, and this is going to be the prize. New York Comic Con exclusive R2Q5. So I thought that was pretty neat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I went over everything. We got autographs and action figures, and there's Star Wars, and there's He-Man, and there's Marvel, there's wrestlers, cosplayers, everything. I think, yeah, that's everything I got. There's a lot of stuff. And, what the heck? You only live once, right? So there you go. There is my New York Comic Con haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, as usual, comment, rate, subscribe. And, we'll see. Some of the stuff, like I said, I'll probably do a video on this, give you a little closer look at that, give you a little closer look at the Cantina, I believe. As far as reviews, I don't know if I'll bother reviewing any of these. The Darth Malgus, of course, I reviewed a long time ago. And that's about it, really. This is what I got. So, yeah, as usual, comment, rate, subscribe. And until my next video, may the Force be with you.